For the 17th of March, Rabbi First, Pierke Avos, Esther.
All right, thank you, Lou. As Lou mentioned, as Rabbi Shlomo First Yeshiva Tzamanav Yerushalayim Care of Zoom. This is our first share this morning, learning Megillas Esther, 1 week away from Purim. That's right, 1 week, count the days. And we are trying to prepare as much as we can, and we'll continue on. Did you get the email that I sent this morning? Should be able to have a new document in front of you.
Yes, I got it and I printed it. I have it in front of me.
Perfect, very good. Okay, let's put it on the screen as well. Share screen, and we'll begin. Yes, who would like to begin? Let's begin. We're beginning the fourth parak of Megillas Esther. Let's go through the psukim. Yeah. You can begin if you want. Let's go to the Megillah and see the psukim there.
Okay, chapter 4, verse 1.
Right.
Mordechai yada es kol asher nasa vayikra Mordechai es begadav vayilbash sak va'efer v'yetze b'soch ha'ir vayizak Ze'aka Gedolah Umara. Mordechai knew all that had happened, and he tore his clothing, and he put on sack and ashes, and he went out in the midst of the city, and he cried a great bitter cry. Okay.
Now, just Rashi says, how did it says in the pasuk, and Mordechai knew, right? Kol Asher Nasa, all that occurred. Right, and he ripped his clothes as the pasuk continued. So Rashi says, how did he know? Bala Choloim Amrlo. The Baal HaCholim, I'm not sure what that is a reference to. The Haskim Olyonim Lakach, that the based in Shomaila, the entourage of the Kodesh Baruch Hu, so to speak, Midas Adin, was agreeable to this. This was now a gezerah, not just through the hands and mechanisms of Haman, but rather this was something coming from a Kodesh Baruch Hu, and that the Kodesh Baruch was willing and wanting this. Shemirah. Why? Lefi Ishtachavu Letzelem b'nei Nebuchadnezzar, because they bowed down to the Tzelem, the idol, and the time of Nebuchadnezzar, and also Shenenem and Sudas Achishverosh, and they also became got benefit from the Suda of Achishverosh. Okay, so now let's see this. Medrash. Medrash is very detailed. We may not do all of the Medrash, but we'll see. We'll start with the Medrash, and it's going to tell us a lot of details of things been going on behind the scenes here. Let's begin, if you like, Lou.
Mordechai yada es kol asher nasa. Mordechai knew everything that had happened. Amar Rav Gaba, Amen.
Haman, not her.
Haman, me Achashverosh. So Rav Gaba.
No, I think this is Amar Rav Gava Haman Ma'achashverosh. It was Gava.
Is it as in pride?
I think so. I think that Haman took his pride from Achashverosh. I think so.
Shahare Hasir es tibaaso me'al yado v'nasan hamimashala
Memshala.
hamemshala biado. So we see chasir is to reduce.
To remove, that was the removal of his ring, Achashverosh's ring, right, Ma'al from his hand, with the removal of the ring of Achashverosh from Achashverosh's hand and the giving it to Haman.
Hamemashal is
Hamshala, Nasan, Hamshala Biado, and he gave the rule Biado into the hands of Haman. There are two things. There's rule and reign. A sovereign can rule and he can reign. If he's reigning with the haskama, with the consent of the people. If he's ruling even without the consent of the people. So this is mamshala. Mamshala is the rule over the people. Haman was given rule now over the people, especially over Klal Yisrael at this point.
Okay. But
That's the difference. Memshala, there's mamshala and melucha. Melucha, in Hebrew, melucha means the reign, and memshala means the rule. As I said, one is with the consent, that's memshala, and melucha, I'm sorry, melucha is with the consent, and memshala is with even without the consent.
Ba'oso hayom Haman yotze maflit rin shel malach. On that day, Haman went out. What is maflit rin?
Yotzi mepaltron shel melech. He left the paltron is the palace of the king. He left the palace of the king.
Okay. V'ha agaros biado, with the agaros in his hand.
That's the igaros, the letters of the decrees that were going to be sent. He left that day, right? Haman left the palace of the king, and he had the letters with the decrees in his hands.
V'chol sharei hamelech acharav, and all the gates of the king were after him.
So, sorry, the ministers. Sorry, the sarim of the ministers.
All the ministers of the king were with him.
Yes, we're following acharav. We're following after him.
We're following after him. Upaga bahem Mordechai, and Mordechai was paga them.
Right, Mordechai, and they encountered on their way out of the palace of the king. They encountered Mordechai. They ran into Mordechai.
Oh, they encountered. Okay.
Paga, right? Paga is to encounter too. They met Mordechai.
They met Mordechai.
Good morning, Roy. Shavua Tov.
Good, thank you. All right.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Where are we?
We're in our document over here. If you'll notice, I'll try and point it out. Could be if you see where they see where the green star is.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now here there's another green star over here, and now the third green star right over there. Upaga ben Mordechai.
Okay, then, thank you.
Okay.
Ro'eh Gimel T Nokot Yotz'in Mi Beis Ravan. They saw three children coming out of the study hall.
Yeah, base Rabbim is from the house of their Rebbe where they learned Torah.
Ah, okay. Amar Lahem Mordechai Pesuke Li Pesuk Yahu. Mordechai asked them, what pasuk are you learning? Pasach Harishon Vayomar V'amar El Tera Mipachad Pisom Mishos Rishaim Ki Tava from Mishlei. Okay, so Pachas. What's Pachas?
So it says the first pasuk was it says Pasach Harishon, the first one began, the first of the three children began.
The first one of the children began, and he said, what's Terah?
He says, Al tir, don't fear, do not fear.
Fear, do not fear. Mipachad, Pechos, I'm sorry, Pitom, from a sudden calamity, Os, Rishaim, Ki Sava. I don't know what Mashuos is.
Right. The word they use, the shoah. The shoah is a destruction, right?
Right.
Mishos Rishoyim, from the destruction, from the Holocaust, the Holocaust of the Rishoyim, Kisava, when it shall come.
Do not fear from the destruction of the Holocaust of the wicked when it comes.
Right.
The Hasheni Omer, and the second child said, Oto Atza Hatufar Vigomer, from Yeshayahu. I don't know what Otso is.
Utso Eitza. That's the Utso Eitza is like a scheme. Utso also, they will contrive to make schemes. When they contrive to make schemes, Usufar, and they'll become foiled.
When they contrive to make schemes, they will become foiled.
Dabru davar ulo yukum. Ki umano kel. Right? They'll speak about their plans. Well, yikum, it won't be fulfilled, and they won't be fulfilled. Ki umano kel, because Hashem is with us.
V'hashlishi amar v'ad zikna ani hu v'ad shiva ani asvul. And the third one said, up to the elders, I am.
It says that, okay, this is also another pasuk in Yeshaya. 1 second. It says, yeah, Ad Zikna Ani, until when I became old, right? Right? Until, right? Like before Va'ad Ziknanihu, it was even before I became old, Va'ad Haseva Ani Esbo. But I will bear you, and I will carry you, and I will rescue you.
So who is
So
it
these were,
that's getting old?
excuse me,
Who is it that's getting old here?
and have to see the before shim on the pasuk there. I'm not sure. Could be
Okay.
could be a reference to the prophet. Could be a reference to the prophet. Yeah. Uh,
Okay. Miyad Shachak Mordechai. What's Shachak?
Miyad Shachak Mordechai. Mordechai was like he was pleased. He was like schok. He was pleased.
Amar Lo, he said to him, Haman, Haman said to Mordechai, Ma Amru Lecha Tinochots Halalu V'Shachkat. What did the children say to you that makes you happy? Amar Lo, Mordechai said to Haman, Bishuros Tovos, Bishiruna, good tidings. I don't know what Bishrona is.
It's from the same shores. Besuris Tyros Bisroni. They gave me news of good tidings.
Miyad Kas Haman Bilibo. And Haman was angry in his heart. Amar Eini Sholeach Yad Techila Ella Baalu His Hatinochos. And he said, I will not send my hand first against these children.
Yeah, I mean, I will not. I'll send my hand first to these children first.
I will send my hand. Why does it say Ain?
Aino Ella. There's the double N. Aino Ella turns into a positive.
Aino Ella. I will only send my hand against these children.
First, right.
Amar Rebbe Yitzchak, Nifcha Leila Gidolah Ba Haman Israel. Maybe Yitzchak said, what's nafcha?
That's part of his name. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak Nafka.
Rabbi Yitzchak Nafcha said, in the great night.
And this is with an iron. A lila is like a libel, an indictment.
Indictment. It's a great indictment came from Haman against Israel.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Exactly.
Shneimar uve mal os hayamim hayamim ha'ela osei ha-melech l'chol ha'am ha'nim tza'im b'shushan habirah. That it says with the king in those days.
Right. That's a pasuk, right? That's a pasuk we had in the beginning of the Megillah. Ha'elu asa melech l'kol ha'am nimtzayim b'shushan habirah.
The king made for all of the nations a feast in Shushan, the capital.
That's right.
Amar lo Haman la'Achashverosh.
Elokechem, their God of Elum. Elokechem shel Elum, the God of these, meaning the Jews.
The God of the Jews. So Haman said to Achashverosh, the God of the Jews hates Zima. He hates what is that?
Illicitness, lewdness, immorality.
Right. Ha'amad lahem zonos v'osei lahem mishte. There stood for them prostitutes, and they made for them a feast.
Now, this was Haman's eitzah to Achashverosh. He said that the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the God of the Jews, hates immorality. So let's do something to get the Jews on the bad side of Kadosh Baruch Hu. Let's make a big mishter, big party, and they're going to be waitresses of a very professional kind over there.
Excuse me a second. Joseph, I'm in a share. Can I call you back? In about 25 minutes.
This was Haman's eitzah to Achashverosh.
Okay. All right, sorry about that.
Yeah.
So Haman's advice to Achashverosh was let's have a party, and we'll hire a bunch of waitresses that will seduce the Jews.
Yeah, Las Vegas style.
Right, we'll have a Las Vegas style party. Let's see. Now I lost my place.
3 lines up from the bottom, more or less. What goes Alehem.
V'gazor alehem sheyibo o v'yish so V'yasu kiditsonam. And they decreed on them,
I mean, on the Jews, they made a decree on the Jews.
that they should come to a feast, and they should feast, and they should make
Shiavo v'yishtu, and they shall drink. They'll come and they'll drink. V'yasu kiritzonam.
they'll do according to their desire.
Right.
Shene'amar la'asos kartzon ish v'ish. As it says, they made they did according to their desire, each man. Umi sheyirtzeh lavo yavo, and the ones who wanted to go, they went. Umi shalo yirtzeh lavo lo yavo, and the ones who didn't want to go didn't go. Kidei shalo yiyeh lahem pischon peh. I'm sorry, le omar al karcham havi'im. In order that it should not be for them pischon peh. I know that's a phrase, and I don't remember what it means.
Piscom peh means an excuse.
An excuse to say I acted against my will when I went. Gazar Hamalcha Cain. Hamelech Cain. And the king decreed thusly, Miyad Amad Mardechai Ha'avir Ki Rose Alehem. Immediately, Mordechai stood up. Ha'avir Ki Rose, I don't know.
But Javier, he proclaimed Cruz a proclamation alehem on the Jews. He gave out a proclamation for the Jews.
B'nei Ho'il V'har Var V'hid Var Talui Biritzonechem. The children.
Well, Benai, he said my children. He was talking to Klal Yisrael.
My children. Ho'il, perhaps. V'hadavar. This matter depends on your desire. Al talui talchu, al talchu. Do not talchu.
So therefore don't go. Since this matter depends on your willingness, al talchu, do not go.
Don't go. Shalo titanu pitachon peh lemad ta hadin lik tarag alechem, so that it should not be given pitachon. I don't know.
This is the same word. The piskopad shouldn't be given an excuse. The midas hadin to
Excuse.
mikatrigaleim, to make an indictment against you.
To make an indictment. Okay, so that's explaining all the stuff that was going on behind the scenes when it says Mordechai knew.
Right. This could even be referring to all the, because you said call all the things. Mordecai knew everything.
Right. Anichu de Vari Mordechai.
Divrei Mordecai. Haniku divrei Mordecai. They ignored the words of Mordecai.
They ignored the words of Mordechai. V'halachu leves amishte.
Mishta, and they holach lebesa mishta.
They
They all went down to Las Vegas. They all took the week off to go down to Las Vegas.
Oy. Miyad kitarga midas hadin lifnei hakadosh baruch hu. Immediately, what's katrag?
Tigraga, he accused, made an accusation.
Midas hadin immediately Midas hadin made an accusation about in front of Hashem. V'amra Ribono Shel Olam, Hashem said, Ad Matei Tidvak Ba'oma Zo. HaKadosh Baruch Hu answered and said,
No, it said Amru, and this is Midas Adin. Midas Adin is saying Ribono, he's saying to HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
he made an accusation to Hashem, and he said to Hashem, Hashem, until when, what is Tidbak?
Tidbak Ad Masai, for how long Tidbak Ba'umazu? For how long will he be associated with this nation?
Ba'umazev, this nation. Shehem Mechai Sin Lefanich
Lefanecha.
Lefanecha Be'eretz Uvechutza La'aretz. That they I don't know Machisin.
They anger you, whether in Eretz Israel or in Chutz La'aretz.
Eretz or outside Eretz. Im Rutzoncha Avad Osam. If it's your will, lose them.
Destroy them.
Destroy them. Amar La, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, V'Torah, Ma Tehei Aleha. So Hashem said to him, Hashem and the Torah said to him,
No, Hakadosh Baruch Hu said back, the Torah ma te'ele, what will be with the Torah? What, if it's this, if they're destroyed, what's going to be with the Torah?
Amra lefanav tis tafak be elyonim. So Midas Hadin said before Hashem,
His topic, it's sufficient. It'll be sufficient. Be'elyoni, it'll be sufficient in the spiritual worlds. It'll be enough that there's Torah in the spiritual worlds.
let the Torah cease to be on earth, and we'll just have it up here.
Right.
Va'osa sha'a amar hakadosh baruch hu lama or lama li omer oma zu shebishvila rabo anchosai b'chol yom. So on that hour,
Right, at that time.
at that
At
time,
that time.
Hashem said, "Why, lama li? What do I care about this nation? Shebe shavila." That for their sake,
Right, that Lamali umazu shibishvila rabu ahonsai ikayom. What do I need this nation for? That bishvila, because of them, Rabu, it's increased my distress because every day. That through this nation, my distress is increased every day.
Shne'emar amarti afihem ashveisa me onosh zichram. That he said, I say, I don't know what apehem is.
Let's see. This is a pasuk in Devarim. Maybe it's worthwhile looking up. You have a Chumash Devarim?
Yes. Yes.
Devarim. Lamed bet. Lamed bet.
I said to them,
Lamed bet. Coffee clothes.
I will scatter them.
I had said, I will scatter them, I will cause their memory to cease from man. What's he talking about? Let's see. It's in the curses.
Right.
Okay, so let's see. So Afihem. scatter them, scatter. I will scatter them. Ashbita. I will cause their memory to cease from man. All right, so how does this make sense?
This is bringing as a support to the statement of the Medrash. Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu Lama Li Umazu Shebisleha Rabo Ochosayim B'Kol Yom. That for what do I need this nation? That through them, because of them, it increases my distress each and every day. Because here it says Amarti. This is like this is a marty that so to speak I am saying. This seems to be an echo of the Medrash, like an echo of this pasuk in Devarim.
Right.
Do we see how it fits in this pasuk to what the Medrash is saying?
Yeah, the Hashem's saying, I'm going to wipe them out. Doesn't sound
Right.
good for the team.
No, not such a good forecast.
Havi li agras.
Igeris is like a letter or
A letter.
or
So he brought to me a letter.
no, Havi Li. This is so to speak, HaKadosh Baruch Hu speaking. Havi Li, bring me a geris, like bring me like a parchment. The Kasvu Alehem Kliya, and it'll be written upon them destruction.
Oy. So he's talking to Midas Adin now?
That's right, correct. That's right.
Okay, Midas Adin, you're right. What do I need these guys for? I'll wipe them out. Bring me a parchment and I'll write on it that they should be destroyed. Miyad halach hasatan v'havi migalos v'kasvu
Megillos.
Megillos v'kasvu ha-cha-mo. So immediately the Satan, the angel of death, came, and he brought Megillas and wrote on them the sins of the Jewish people.
Exactly. Well, the decree. They wrote the decree, v'chasmo, and sealed it.
Oh, and sealed it. Kevan she rotzeh shiratza Torah Cain. Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Yatzah bivagday,
The big day.
the big day, al minosah. Since that they wanted the Torah.
No, it's like Kevin, when Shetira Torah came, when the Torah saw this, When the Torah saw this occurring,
it went out to their with their garments.
so Yotzi, when the Torah saw this happening, Yotzi, the Torah, Yotze, big day, Al-Manusa, the Torah came out wearing clothes of a widow. Kal Yisrael and Torah are married to each other. So when the Torah saw that the decree was issued against the Klal Yisrael for the worst, so the Torah came out now wearing clothes of a widow.
Wow.
V'nasna kola b'vechi. And it gave out a great cry.
Yes, that's right.
Ula kol b'chisa ta'aku melachei hashares.
Assures.
Assures. And the voice what's bechisa?
Also with cry with tearful. It was with a tearful cry. They screamed out. The Malachi Esroi screamed out with a tearful cry.
And Malachi Assures are what, the angels of redemption? Assurage.
I'm not sure which ones they are. There are various different angels. Exactly which ones, I'm not sure.
Okay, but they're the good angels.
Yeah, that's right.
V'amaru im Yisrael shemit yafin dam lishmona yamim kalim. And they said, if Israel, I don't know what mashtifin is.
Okay, so this is a reference to Bris Milah, the 8 days of Dam, meaning Amru, the Malachi Ashari said, Im Yisrael Shematifim Dam Lishmonis Yamim Kalim, that if it's going to be that the Jewish people who spill blood at the end of 8 complete days will be
Eight days.
they will be calling it that they will be finished off. If it will be that the Jewish people that spill blood on the 8th day, if they're going to be finished off,
Ani ma tzrichin ba'olam. Then what should I want in this world?
I mean, what do we need what do we need with the world?
With this world, with the world. Shnei Amar Hain Arelim Ta'aku Hutza, that it says they are Arelim is guardians or protectors.
Let me get the pasuk 1 second. Lamed Gimel Zayin. Lamed Gimel Zayin.
Yeshayahu.
Yeah, 1 second. Lamed Gimel Zayin. Right, it says the herald cried outside And the held right outside. Okay. We get those that must be a reference to the angels that were on the side of Klal Yisrael, that they were in tears now.
Ah, okay. Um. Amar, Hain Arelim. Oh, that's what we just read. So they were crying. The Kasiv, Habat, Levar Is,
The Bris.
the Bris. What is Habat?
How about to look deeply into the bris. That's we say this in Yom Kippur. This is something which is part of our liturgy on Yom Kippur, Habet Lebris. Lamed Ayin Daled Tilim. Ayin Daled 74:20. Um, right. To look right, you should a plea to a Kadosh Baruch Hu to look toward the bris, to see remember the bris, the covenant between Kadosh Baruch Hu and Klal Yisrael.
I have to go now. I'll see you, message him tomorrow.
Okay, thank you,
Have
Roy.
a good day, Roy.
Have a good day, Rabbi. Yeah, it looks like it's very late, Rabbi.
Wow, 10 o'clock. Okay, let's make a note that we're in the middle of this.
Okay.
Apologies to Rabbi Levitt. I don't think I'll be there.
All right,
Okay.
I'll let him know, Roy.
Okay, we'll take a break and pick up in a few minutes.
All right, Rabbi, thank you.
Thank you, Lou. Very good. Thank you. Very
good.
Thank you. Baruch Tieh.
Psalm 74. 20. Is upon the covenant. Okay. Mm. That Vav is 16. All right. So where were we? That Vav.
Okay, let's continue on.
No, yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think we're in tough race Sadi. Let's let's go to start today with the Yud Ches. Again, Simmons tough race Sadi. Sif Yud Ches.
Yud Chet. Okay, 1 second. Let me find that. Yud Chet. Oh, okay. Very good. Yud Chet. Okay. Yeah, let's see, Yud Chet. Okay, good. Yud Chet. Megillah, B'Yud Daled, Uve, Taf, not Taf, Tet Vav. Okay, so that's on the 14th and the 15th. Sarich Lachzor, Achar Asara, So what's it referring to? So when the Megillah is read, let's see, on the 14th and the 15th, one needs to Laxor, I guess, look for a minion,
Right.
right? A har minion. Okay, ve'im efshar ba'asara korin ota biyachid. And if let's see, ve'im efshar, and if it's impossible to get a minion, one must read it alone. Okay, so we must always read it, no matter what. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so the Haggai adds something that it is doubtful, I guess, that women can be, I guess, accounted as part of the 10.
Right. They used to stop it, correct.
Okay. Let's see. Ve'im karu ota b'tzibor ve'eze yachid lo shma'a. Okay, so if you already had a minion, I guess, reading, but one yachid, I guess, individual didn't hear it, yuchali crow afilu
I think maybe he can't. Maybe he can't hear. Meaning,
Oh, he can't hear.
so he can't
The
hear.
lo
I think that.
shma'ah.
Oh, sure,
Okay,
no.
well, that could be.
Mhm.
He can't hear, but it has the dot in the hay, the Megillah, I guess. Okay, so he can't hear. Let's see. Yuchali krot afilu. So you're able to read it afilu even lahatchila biyachid ho'il v'korino ta be'ota ha'ir asara. So what you can read it even initially by oneself, I guess.
Excuse me a second. I forgot to stop the recording. I need to stop and restart.